Well, this is no good. This is never ever good. Got a blown coolant line or leak of some sort. I haven't even got up there and opened the hood yet because it's just hissing and steaming so bad I'm kind of scared to. A little bit ago it was just sitting here idling and the fan belt started squealing. So I thought, you know, it does that from time to time, makes a little squeal and no big deal. Well, it kept on doing it, well, then it quit. And I could smell that it was burning the belt, and I was like, you know. But I got up there and looked at it, and I could see that the belt that runs over to the air conditioning compressor was real loose, just wobbling like crazy. And so I thought, you know, what the hell, it's a standalone belt, it's not a serpentine, so if it snaps, oh well, the AC doesn't work in this thing anyway. So I just kept on working, and all of a sudden I see a cloud of steam over my shoulder, and you know, could smell that it was coolant, obviously, so shut the engine down immediately, and now it's just sitting here. It sounds like it's boiling like crazy. That's what that hissing and humming noise is you hear. That's coming from the radiator. So I really need to actually get a look at it if I can here and see if I can actually see where the leak is at and see what's going on before it actually stops steaming. So let me have a look. Well, I may be in luck. It may not actually be a blown line. I can see where my radiator cap sprayed out some fluid, and my overflow here is what's just steaming off. I still don't know what's making that whistling sound other than water boiling in the radiator. But it looks like the belt that I was telling you down there, you can see it, that's the air conditioning belt down below. It's still in one piece, but my main serpentine belt is not. So serpentine belt snaps, water pump stops, and you lose all of your cooling power very, very quickly. Because even if your fan is sitting there spinning, there's no water circulating in your radiator, so you can get overheated very fast. Now, I don't know right now if something locked up and that's what made it burn up and snap right away, or if it just snapped because it's old. You know, I don't know what was making it burn off, but anyway, I know for now I've got to go get a belt for this thing, which means I got to try to figure out what engine it is, and hopefully O'Reilly's has one. Has a belt for it. Hopefully I don't have to go to link belt for this thing. But this has got me shut down for a while. So anyway, I don't see any actual radiator hoses leaking anywhere. I just see this overflow steaming off, and again that just obnoxious whining sound. But I mean, this sucker's gonna have to cool off before I can even try to touch it because it's just radiating heat. It's hot. So hopefully I got everything shut off in time that I didn't cause any sort of engine damage. And hopefully my water pump itself isn't locked up, and that's why it snapped the belt in the first place. So I'll have to do some work on it here, and then I'll try to give you all an update when it's said and done what it was and what I did. Well, now it did just blow a leak. I was just standing up there looking at it, and it started hissing. And I turned and look, and it's spraying steaming water out. I didn't even get a chance because it was spraying it right at me. I just bailed off. I didn't even get a chance to look at it and see where it was coming from, but I guess it kept on boiling inside that radiator and built up enough pressure that it popped the line. So, doggone it! I heard it stopped whistling, and so I was like, "Oh, okay, it must have finally kind of maxed out." No, it just as soon as it quit whistling, it blew that line. So, great, just got more difficult. All right, well, we're out here to do a little work on the old girl today. See if I can't fetch this hose or this belt out that broke, and the leaking heater hose. I couldn't take it off the other day because it was, of course, overheating. So the engine was so dadgum hot that I didn't even want to think about getting up here. Not to mention, it was actively spraying coolant out, so I wasn't about to get sprayed with boiling coolant to try to work on it right then and there. So anyway, let's see, that was Friday morning. It's Monday afternoon. Now, I'm gonna see if I can get this off here. So I'll give you a little closer look. Of course, my belt, it's laying down there in the bottom, so I'm about to reach down there and pick it up. But this heater hose right here popped a pinhole. That's what I was trying to show you guys. I was standing down beside the excavator. I didn't want to get up here close to it when I said that because it was spraying, you know, and it's boiling coolant. So, assuming nothing else popped to relieve the pressure since then, just get this hose off of here. Let's see if I can get some light on it. It's down there. Get this hose off of here and see if we can't take them in and have the parts matched if link belt can't find them. Okay, It took way longer than it should have. A couple of things though. My dreams of just fishing that busted belt out of there and, you know, taking it to the local auto parts store and having a match, that ain't gonna happen. This is the biggest scrap of it that I could recover. That sucker is burnt and busted into a bunch of pieces. So anyway, God, I hope Link Belt can look it up. My little scrap of hose here. This heater hose that blew, just this little guy. That's probably just some generic heater hose. I can buy a little 1 foot scrap and fix that myself. But I found the source of the problem. My alternator, or generator, whatever. I can't remember what it is on a diesel, but the electric making thingy here, that pulley is completely stuck, seized up. And you can also tell that it was burnt off because it's nice polished metal with fresh rust on it. So that belt burnt around this pulley until it burned itself up, but it polished that pulley real nice as it did. So anyway, a long time ago on this machine, I took that alternator in to the local auto parts store and was going to have them try to test it and match it, and he couldn't look it up. So that being said, I don't know if they'll be able to help me now, so I hope Link Belt can find that too. But anyway, it took me forever just because of all the different size nuts and bolts I had to take loose. I ended up having to go get every freaking tool I could imagine. I thought one set of metric wrench or ratchets would do it, but I had to go get them all, so now I got to pick them all up. But that's it for right now. I'll get this stuff into town and see what Link Belt or anybody else can do to help me find replacement parts, and just as soon as I get them, I'll get them on here. But that does make me feel a little better, because I was concerned that maybe my water pump was what actually locked up just because of how it resulted with it heating over. But you know, it's like I said before, that that fan belt burned up going around the alternator, and so just as quick as it burned up, the fan stopped spinning and you lose all your cooling capacity, you know, pretty much immediately. Well, your fan stops spinning and your water pump starts turning, because it's all on the same belt. So anyway, that should do for now, and we'll get her fixed and get back out here and get things put back on and back to running.